I've been in Cape Town for the past week, sampling the wine, meeting the penguins, and taking a helicopter ride over the Cape. Now I'm at Cape Town International Airport to fly Virgin Atlantic upper class back to London Heathrow. The cost of the return flight from London to Cape Town was £5,661, or about 47 pence per mile. The Virgin check-in desks were tucked away at one end of the terminal. There were dedicated business class check-in desks, although there was a bit of a wait to check in. The baggage allowance was 2 bags weighing up to 32 kilos each. From check-in, it was a short walk across to security. After security, there was another short walk to passport controls. Let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like, subscribe for future reviews, and comment away. There was a very long queue for passport controls, which took almost an hour to clear. After passport controls, you arrived in the international section of the terminal. There was a business lounge, however the flight was now boarding, so I headed straight to the gate. The flight was on a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner aircraft, registration GVDIA, called Lucy in the Sky. It was 8 years old. Upper class passengers boarded through a priority lane, although by this stage the main lane was also boarding. Upper class was in the front cabin of the aircraft, with 31 suites in a 1-1-1 configuration. Every seat had aisle access. I was in seat 9A. The seat had a width of 22 inches and could recline by 42 inches. It also flipped forward to form a fully flat bed. Beside the seat was a storage area, a pocket for magazines, and a power socket. Pre-flight champagne, water or juice were offered. An amenity kit was provided. It contained socks and eye mask, creams, toothbrush and toothpaste, and a pen and earplugs.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment, but first we're going to show you a safety film, and we'd like you to give it your full attention.
We pushed back from the gate on schedule for the short taxi to runway 19. The flight time to London was 11.5 hours. A button allowed the windows to be dimmed. The entertainment screen folded out from beside the seat. There was a USB port below the screen. The screen was an 11.1-inch touchscreen. The system had an OK range of content, although not as comprehensive as other airlines such as Delta. Comfortable noise-cancelling headphones were provided. Wi-Fi was also available on the flight. The full flight package cost £30. It provided download speeds up to 4.3 megabits per second. For the price, the speeds weren't very good compared to other airlines. Shortly after takeoff, you were offered a hot towel. Then drinks and snacks were provided. A 3-course lunch was available. 4 courses if you had both dessert and cheese. The table folded out in front of the seat and then pulled forward. For the meal, there was a choice of 2 starters, 3 main courses, 2 desserts and cheese. Although, as I was later to discover, the printed options didn't tally with what was available on board. It was the first day of a new month, and the printed menus hadn't been updated with the new offering. The crew laid a tablecloth and place setting. For starter, I opted for the marinated chicken with pineapple. This wasn't the option I'd chosen from the printed menu, which was a seafood salad. The other option was a caponata salad. For main course, I chose the salmon and spinach Wellington, which was tasty. One of the other options was a rigatoni pasta. For dessert, again different to the printed menu, I opted for the trio of tarts. The other option was a warm fig and almond cake. I concluded the meal with a plate of South African cheeses. My only criticism of the meal was that for dessert, both as printed and as available, there was not a nut-free option. There were 2 bathrooms for upper-class passengers, both at the rear of the cabin. As they doubled as the disabled bathrooms, they were both pretty large. A nice hand wash and cream were provided. There was a fold-down baby changing table and a stall. Back in the cabin, out of the windows there were stunning views over the African coastline. The crew were on hand throughout the flight. At one point mid-flight, chicken rolls were offered. At the rear of the cabin was the upper class bar. A range of beers and spirits were available. Alongside a selection of wines and champagne. There were also fruit and snack baskets. Back in the cabin, a second meal was served a couple of hours prior to landing. There was a fixed starter and dessert, and a choice of 3 main courses. I opted for the chicken panini. This was accompanied by a starter of coleslaw and a carrot cake. Again, no nut-free dessert option. Another option was a parma ham and asparagus salad. It being New Year's Day, a festive chocolate lollipop was offered. As we flew over France, the cabin was prepared for landing. We landed in a dark and wet London on schedule. Overall, the flight was good, with excellent service from the cabin crew. The negative points for me were the long queues for passport control in Cape Town, meaning I didn't get to visit the business lounge, and the lack of a nut-free dessert. Although the seats on Virgin's newer aircraft offer more privacy as a bed, this seat was perfectly fine for a day flight. Let me know what you think of the review. Would you fly Virgin Atlantic from Cape Town? Comment, like and share. And don't forget to subscribe for future reviews.